I am going to be teaching the short box abdominal series from the assistant teaching logs. Now we have a short box over the shoulder blocks. I am about 5'8", so that works for me. If you have clients that are closer to 5 foot, they are probably going to want to bring the box in front of the shoulder blocks. Otherwise, it's going to be like kind of a big reach from their seated position out to the ankle strap in the front. So also, whenever you're doing short box abs, load up all the springs to stabilize. If I'm teaching a group class, I might have them just add on 2 or 3 springs just so that the carriage doesn't move. I don't think all 5 springs is crucial. Yeah, I've got 2 reds and a blue on, and that is fine with me, especially if you have a more intermediate group. They might be fine on 1 spring or 2 springs, you know? Okay, so feet under the ankle strap. Since I'm a little bit taller, I like to start with my knees bent. Shorter clients might have to scooch back, but we want the strap on the ankle, like closer to the joint, right? And the toes flex back so that there's tension in that strap right away. And then I like a little bit of space, like a hand's distance behind me on the box. So that way when I curl back, I have a little space and just naturally my legs start to straighten. Because if I start with my legs all the way out straight, when I curl back, I don't have the support, okay? Plus I have kind of a bigger butt, so I think this just helps, you know, move some things out of the way. So that's a comfortable spot for me. Depending on who you're working with, how tall they are, all those different factors, they might be a little bit different. So I have genie arms written in the apprentice teaching log. We could also cross the hands in front of the chest. It's going to be a safer place for the shoulders. We can go arms out or behind the head, but what I have written is this should be okay spot for most people. Now for your C curve, we want to start from the pelvis. So from the pelvis, you're going to tuck and posteriorly tilt your pelvis. You go into lumbar flexion of the spine, okay? That's the first part. And then you continue to roll back into that C-curve position, okay? And then you roll up, lead more with the crown of the head as you roll up and stack and sit tall. Now I'm not rolling all the way forward, okay? So sitting tall here, tuck the pelvis first, and it's called C curve because you're finding a capital letter C through the spine. Notice my shoulders are still over my hips. Like I didn't just collapse forward like that, right? It's very subtle. So tuck the pelvis around the spine, roll back through that shape, okay? Inhale, pause, hold. Try to pull the abdominals in, shoulders are down. Exhale, roll back up, stack the spine, sit tall, okay? My shoulders are still down. And again, I would maybe have clients here if it's their first time. They're in control of how far back they go, or the arms can reach out. Now, next time I go back, do like 30 seconds of the C curve, establish it. Next time I go back, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna have them do a Russian twist. We're gonna twist to the right and twist to the left and twist to the right and twist to the left. Now notice when I'm twisting, my knees are not shifting. My whole pelvis isn't rocking around. Stabilize the hips, the pelvis, the legs. Isolate that movement to just the spine, the thoracic spine. Your ribs are doing that rotation side to side. That's really gonna work and wring out the abdominals, okay? After that's flat back hinge. At that point, we progress arms forward. Remember gravity, this is harder. The arms are gonna get tired, but also this lever is going to put a little more demand on the core, okay? So arms are out, we're hinging back. Now, for the flat back hinge, I would still tuck the pelvis, go into a little posterior tuck and lumbar flexion, and then hinge back from here. Because it's not necessarily like a back bend, like that for me kind of puts a little bit of sheer force in my lumbar, and I don't like it. And I don't think most clients will like that. So I would do a tiny little tuck and then more of a hinge back and up. But you're still in that little lumbar flexion. That's gonna help to brace the core, okay? So we hinge back, we hinge up, and my shoulders are still connected on my back here as well. Okay, and then we've got a combo, which is an arm raise, but I might progressively get clients there. Okay, so arms are out. As you go back, lift one arm and then come back up. And I felt the shake there. So one arm's a little lighter than two arms, right? And we're bringing the lever of the arms away from the midline. That's going to put way more demand on the core. The final progression is to hinge back, both arms lift, come down, come back up. So there's 4 parts to that. Hinge first, lift second, lower third, come up fourth, okay? And final thing, bow and arrow, or twist and reach, sorry. It looks like the bow and arrow. Start with the arms up. So this one, I like more of a round, more of a C curve. As you roll back, twist and reach. Come all the way back up. Roll back, twist and reach, keeping the pelvis and the legs relatively lined up. Now, as I rotate, I am also actively reaching my other arm forward in opposition. Okay, twist, reach, and up, and then relax. I would probably do a forward fold after all of that. We're in a really good position to bring feet on the foot bar, do a little spine stretch forward, or maybe a saw right here. Whenever we can layer in mat Pilates, that's always like a really great transition because you're still flowing, you're still stretching, but that's like the original Contrology. So I always love adding that kind of stuff in. For sculpt class, add a weight. For tone class, maybe add a ball or a magic circle or some kind of prop just to spice it up a little bit more.